How much do ghostwriters really make? The hidden money flow.
Welcome to Mega Wealth Magnet, where we uncover the secrets of wealth, power, and influence across the biggest industries. Let's dive in.
You hear the hits, you chant the lyrics, but what if I told you the person who actually wrote that song isn't the one you see on stage? Today, we're diving deep into the hidden world of ghostwriters, the unseen millionaires behind the music industry's biggest successes. Welcome to the hidden world of ghostwriters, the invisible architects of global music success. In this video, we're breaking down the real economics of ghostwriting. First, we'll uncover who these shadow creatives are. Then, we'll reveal how they get paid, what the contracts really say, and how much they actually make. Spoiler: some are quietly earning millions. We'll also expose the sacrifices they make to stay in the dark, and what every aspiring ghostwriter and music fan can learn from this secret economy. So buckle up. By the end of this video, you won't just hear music the same way you'll understand the money, the mystery, and the masterminds behind it all. This is the hidden economy of ghostwriting, a secret world where creativity meets cold, hard cash, and the real money isn't always in the spotlight. Who are the ghosts behind the music? Every time your favorite song plays that infectious hook, those unforgettable lyrics, you might think it's all the artist's own magic. But what if I told you that behind many of the biggest hits, there's someone you've never heard of? A ghost. A silent partner who pens the words and melodies that move millions, yet stays in the shadows, often making millions themselves. Behind every chart-topping hit, there's often a secret story, one that most fans never hear. Who's really making the money writing those catchy hooks and unforgettable lyrics? Let's start with this. Who exactly are ghostwriters? Ghostwriters are the unsung heroes of the music industry. They're the lyrical geniuses, the melody sculptors, the emotional translators who turn pain into poetry, and they do it anonymously. Simply put, a ghostwriter is someone hired to write songs, lyrics, or melodies for an artist who then takes the credit. It's a secret partnership, and it's more common than you think. Think of them as the unseen architects of music. These talented wordsmiths and composers craft the songs, hooks, and verses that catapult artists to fame. But unlike the stars on stage, ghostwriters remain nameless, faceless, their work credited to others. It's a trade wrapped in secrecy and often misunderstood. Sometimes, artists want to protect their image to be seen as the sole creators of their music. Other times, the music industry simply prefers it that way. But the ghostwriters, they're quietly building fortunes behind closed doors. In pop, rap, Afrobeats, and even gospel music, ghostwriters are everywhere. Some are hired to write an entire song. Others just contribute a catchy hook or refine a verse. Either way, their fingerprints are on hits you've probably danced to without even knowing they exist. The dollars behind the lyrics. How do ghostwriters get paid? Now, let's talk about the money, because this is where it gets interesting, and sometimes unfair. Ghostwriters are paid in different ways depending on their deal. The first is a flat fee, one-time payment, no royalties. Fast cash, but once the check clears, that's it, even if the song becomes a global smash. The second model is royalties. The writer gets a percentage every time the song is streamed, sold, or performed. It's slower money, but it can build generational wealth. And then there's the golden deal: upfront cash plus royalties. Only the savviest ghostwriters land this kind of contract. But here's the kicker: many never even ask for it. And in some rare cases, ghostwriters secure both upfront payments and royalties, creating a perfect storm of earnings. But the reality? Many ghostwriters don't see the millions that artists do. The game is about smart contracts, good negotiation, and sometimes a bit of luck. real money, real writers, real numbers, real stories, the truth about ghostwriter earnings. To bring this to life, meet Sarah, a ghostwriter who shaped some of pop music's biggest hits. For one song alone, she was paid over $2 million up front. And because she held onto some royalties, that number keeps growing every month. On the flip side, there's Mike, an up-and-coming ghostwriter grinding in his bedroom studio, earning a few $1,000s per track. It's not glamorous, but it's his ticket in. He dreams of the day his name will be whispered alongside the stars. These stories show us that ghostwriting isn't a single path. It's a spectrum from quick cash to long-term royalty streams, and how far you go depends on your talent, connections, and business savvy. So, how much do ghostwriters really make? The answer: it depends. Some writers earn just $2,000 for a full song, and that's for major artists. Others command upwards of $50,000 per track, especially in hip-hop and pop. But that's not where the real money is. Take Esther Dean, she's written for Rihanna, Katy Perry, Nicki Minaj. Her royalty checks? Millions. And yet, you rarely see her face. In Afrobeats, deals are often even more secretive. Writers may get paid in cash with no contracts at all, or be promised exposure instead of income. It's a world of quiet millionaires and exploited talents. The difference? Knowing your worth. Contracts, the real battleground. How contracts affect earnings. In the ghostwriting economy, the real power lies in one place: the contract. Contracts are king in the ghostwriting world. They decide who owns the rights and how much the ghostwriter earns. Here's the truth nobody tells you: contracts are everything. They determine who owns what, who gets paid what, and who stays invisible. Some ghostwriters give up all rights to the music in exchange for a big upfront payment, trading potential lifelong earnings for immediate money. Others fight to keep a piece of the pie, securing royalties and publishing credits that can generate wealth for decades. Understanding the fine print can mean the difference between lifelong financial freedom and fleeting fortune. That's why many ghostwriters rely on trusted lawyers and managers, because one wrong clause can change everything. Some contracts strip the ghostwriter of every right: no name, no royalties, no credits. Others are fair, offering publishing rights and performance percentages. But here's the trap: many ghostwriters are so eager for a break, they sign bad deals that leave them broke while the artist thrives off their words. Smart ghostwriters hire entertainment lawyers. They fight for their name, their share, their legacy, because in this world, the pen is powerful but only if protected by the paper. Fame versus fortune: why ghostwriters stay behind the curtain. You might wonder, if ghostwriters are this talented, why stay anonymous? Why do they choose to stay hidden? Is it fear, business strategy, or something else? The truth? Some choose the shadows. Fame isn't for everyone. They want the money, not the chaos. The freedom, not the fans. For many, staying anonymous lets them negotiate bigger upfront fees, avoiding the pressures and politics of fame. For others, invisibility is a shield, protecting their creative freedom and personal lives. Not everyone wants the spotlight. Some prefer to create without the noise. But this invisibility comes at a cost. No public recognition, no fan adoration, and sometimes fewer opportunities to build a personal brand. It's a trade-off, and every ghostwriter decides where they stand on that spectrum. But others don't have a choice. They're forced into silence by non-disclosure agreements or industry politics. Some can't even tell their families what songs they've written. It's a powerful but lonely position to be heard by millions, but recognized by none.
can learn from the ghostwriting game. So, what can you learn from this hidden world? Whether you're a music lover, an aspiring artist, or an aspiring ghostwriter, the ghostwriting world teaches us powerful lessons. Talent alone isn't enough, strategy matters. Knowledge is power. Know your rights. Value your work. Don't be afraid to ask for your credit or your cash. If you're an aspiring ghostwriter, knowledge is power. Negotiation is key. Understanding contracts and knowing when to ask for royalties can change a career. Learn the art, but master the business. Know how to negotiate contracts, understand royalties, and protect your rights. And for fans, honor the unseen. The next time you listen to a hit song, remember, behind that star might be a silent genius, a ghostwriter, maybe in Lagos, or Atlanta, or London, whose creativity and hustle shaped the music you love, who poured their soul into those words and never got the spotlight. The ghostwriting economy is secretive, complex, but full of opportunity for those willing to dive in and understand its rules. Ghostwriters may be invisible, but their impact is unforgettable. Want to uncover more hidden stories and secrets of the music industry? Hit that subscribe button, like this video, and comment below. Have you ever suspected a hit song was ghostwritten? Next up in the Ghostwriting Economy series, we take you deep inside the cultural contrast, how ghostwriting works in Afrobeats versus the Western music industry. It's a wild ride you won't want to miss. This is Mega Wealth Magnet, where music, money, and mystery meet. Stay tuned. Thanks for watching.